Hey logical listeners, happy International Sex Workers' Rights Day. In 2001, over 25,000 sex workers gathered in India to throw a sex worker festival that was organized by the Dubar Mahila Samanvaya Committee, which is a pro-sex work organization that is located and works in India. For the past 18 years, sex workers all over the world, of all genders, of all nationalities, of all religious beliefs, of all political beliefs, have celebrated March 3rd as a day that they can come together and that they can argue for greater representation, greater visibility, greater rights, and greater freedoms. This is an important day for people who are involved in activism pertaining to sex work and for sex workers themselves. In the past, I have made my thoughts and feelings about prostitution and its continued criminalization in much of the United States clear. It's something I strongly disagree with, and when I run for office, I am going to be explicit in my support for the decriminalization of prostitution, and I'm also going to be explicit in creating resources for sex workers of various types who want to get out of sex work, and resources for sex workers who want to stay in sex work. On this International Sex Workers' Rights Day, I, as an activist, am hoping that the people who watch this video will want to get more informed about the rights of sex workers all over the world and in the United States, and I hope that we can all agree that sex workers deserve rights and that they deserve the ability to be able to trust law enforcement and to be able to work with law enforcement whenever possible, whenever they are the victims of crimes or whenever they are people who are being treated unfairly and are being abused, and their labor is being stolen from them or being devalued. Sex work is real work, and it's important that we all acknowledge that and that we all decide that whether we like sex work or not, it's important that the people who participate in this very real industry have rights and protections. And on this International Sex Workers' Rights Day, I am hoping that everyone who watches this video wants to learn more about sex work, regardless of what level of things you already know, and that we all agree that there is more that we can do and that there's more knowledge out there than what we currently possess. In the description, I'm going to share sources that talk about sex work and that talk about International Sex Workers' Rights Day, and I hope that we can have a fascinating conversation about different aspects of sex work and that we can all just learn from each other. I hope that everyone who watches this has a great day. I really appreciate you guys making me part of your day, and just know that in the next couple of days, over the course of this week, I'm going to be writing and talking about sex work a lot more than I usually do, and that's partially because this is a good time to do that, but it's also partially because sex work is a topic that I feel strongly about, and it's something that I wholeheartedly support, and it's something that I think deserves to be talked about more seriously, more nuancedly, and more intelligently than it often is. I will see you guys around, and I hope that you enjoyed this video.